Hi, this is Mohammed Magdi. I'm applying for the MBA Executive MBA Programme at IE Business School, and the objective of this video is to answer two specific questions. The first question, I'm going to answer it here, cite at least one example of when your leadership has real impact to change the situation, and justify how IE Master Degree Program will help you to strengthen or improve this competence. That's amazing. So, simply in my previous employer, I'm not going to cite the name of the employer because this video is presented in public, but you can find it in my resume as well. While I was working in my previous employer, the direction there is in 2013 and 2014 is to go for multi-channel marketing. But before going heavily into the investments of email marketing, webcasting, webinar, mobile applications, developments, games, the question, who are the techno-savvy? Who are the techno-savvy in Saudi? And I'm working in the pharmaceutical industry, and it's totally different in the way of communications and the behavior and the preferences than the other industries. It was important to know what are the preferences, what are the behavior before I go into that digital investments. So the project simply, I decided while I was working as brand manager and product manager with no authority on the field force, I decided that I will not go into the heavy investments of multi-channel marketing without understanding the digital behavior and preferences. So how the project started? We decided to do consent form and survey on 4,000 doctors through the field force, not by external agency specialized in the research. We decided to do that through the field force engagement, and I was the leader of this project through 30 field force members on 4,000 HCPs in 3 months timeline. We decided to ask 3 questions. Who are the tech-savvy? What are the platform preferences? So would they like to go for to attend webcasting or video conference? You know that the investments is totally different, webcasting from the video conference. What they interested to go for webinar or webcasting on the physical events, or to go for video conference? Would they prefer the CDs and printed media instead? So this is the first question. What are the platform preference? And the second question, which marketing communication media they want to have that to attend that preference? What they attended that event, physical or digital, on mobile or desktop or the iPads or the smartphones, or it's the investment is completely different when you develop mobile applications on mobile or in the iPads. It's completely different. That's why we wanted to know the digital preferences of the HCPs in Saudi. And the third question, which type of content they want to attend that event through that media, but which type of content? Would they interested in mobile application, mobile game for learning and HCPs, healthcare providers? Would they interested to go for a mobile development, mobile game? Could we develop a mobile game having information of about the product with the security and everything? But could we go for that crazy ideas? Could we go for just bringing the online journals into mobile applications on the HCPs? Could we bring the International Congress's video through a website where they can learn about that? A lot of crazy ideas are available, but which are the preferences? The objective of that, to understand the digital preferences and the psychology of the HCPs, this is the first objective. The second, to maximize the ROI. And that was important, because once we know that 100 HCP out of 4,000 are interested in the mobile application and development, we might decide we will not go for this idea. This is the first thing. And if we decided to go for it, we will send the mobile application on digital cards with QR code to download the application for only 100. So we guarantee that tech-savvy are the innovators, and after that, a lot of colleagues of the healthcare providers or the doctors will get jealous to try the application, because they are not getting that as innovators. So we're only customizing the marketing communications to each one of these channels in the HCPs. Now this is the project idea and objectives and how it was. Let us go into the leadership situation. It was really difficult to convince the field force that we will go for that strategy, because normally we hire external agency that conduct market research on 100 doctors or 200 doctors. The question, the challenge, how can we do it on 4,000 doctors by the field force who are engaged in the daily detailing with the iPads and the printed media? How we engage them? That happened through the engagement, cross-functional approvals, and getting the alignment of the first-line sales managers, of the marketing manager, the stakeholder alignments, the medical approvals on the consent form that the doctors will sign on that. and we will put that into the project management where I'm tracking the behavior, I'm sending WhatsApp messages and motivation messages and videos to the field force, where I'm walking the talk and telling them that you can do the detailing, which the company taking the profit from it, as well as asking the HCPs to write the consent form and understanding their behavior. And that wasn't easy because the doctors normally in Saudi Arabia or any part of the world, they get used to travel to international congresses, attending the fancy conferences, and getting information and knowledge about the products. That wasn't an easy job. So we decided to gather the field force to understand the digital behavior and preferences, and we got an amazing results within 3 months timeline of 4,000 HCPs going into that program. 2,000 of them signed the digital questionnaire and the consent form, while the half of them decided not to agree on the digital behavior. And that was amazing because by the end of that program, we understood that 50% of the customers going for the digital, which is platform preference, media and communications and content, and 50% interested in the printed materials. And that was amazing as well, because we decided which quantity that we are going to produce for the HCPs in terms of printed materials, in terms of clinical articles, how many events we should go for it. So that has the platform preferences and went for it, and we succeeded to do it. I was part of the process launch, optimizations, recognitions, rewarding, and then we rewarded the field force and presented the data in front of the management team, and we were celebrating together the success of having 4,000 HCPs going into that digital behavior, the questionnaire of that digital project excellence. So the sum of that project was amazing in 3 months timeline with the field force that I have no authority on them. I'm not saying this amazing leadership, but it was a good example of where we decided as a team to go for it, and I was leading that project to help the field force to understanding the digital behavior and the preferences in Saudi. And it was great help for the marketing program of how we customize the marketing initiatives and programs in 2014 and 15. And this is the next question where I'm gonna to ask it in another video recording of how of a special situation and industry challenges that I found and of how I see it different. So and the second part of that of how I think IE Business School gonna strengthen that program. It's very important to work on the emotional intelligence, and I think this is very good that I want to work on it, and the emotional intelligence part and the business acumen, financial acumen. I think I need to work on both of these parameters, especially the emotional intelligence more and more, because this is a huge learning for everyone. And the second one, the financial acumen, where to understand the financial sheets and the financial data. I think both of them, IE Business School, will strengthen them a lot, and the working with the cross-functional with a lot of people across the globe, and interestingly of the offline and in Spain or online. I think this is gonna be amazing experience where I exchange the experience with a lot of candidates and the IE MBA Executive Program. Thanks a lot, and please I will let me know if you have any question. And I would love to join this program and being part of the candidates who is going to graduate within 2 years timeline in the IE Master Program. Thank you.